This is the last video I'm making this year, and I want to keep it simple. A little while ago, I realized that I have made videos about AI for over 2 years now. That wasn't really the plan. It started with curiosity, one experiment, a question, and then another one. And if you've been here for a while, you have probably noticed how the content have changed. In the beginning, a lot was ethical questions and focused on tools, tutorials, walkthroughs, trying to understand what these tools and systems could do and how they worked. That made sense back then. Everything was new. We were all just trying to orientate ourselves in the world of AI. Going into the new year, something feels different for me. It started at the end of this year. I have left traditional tutorials behind. And going forward, that doesn't mean that I will stop experimenting. If anything, it's the opposite. I'm just less interested in showing every new tool, every feature, and I'm more interested in seeing how these tools can help me and maybe you in creative work. What can we actually use them for? And what works? So, what I'm leaning into in the upcoming year is building small things, building apps, building systems, building workflows that support creative work instead of constantly interrupting it. And this is where a distinction has become important for me. A lot of the conversations around AI right now is about agents, about telling a system, handle this for me, and letting it run on its own. And there are places where that makes sense, especially for repetitive and administrative tasks. But for creative work, I keep on coming back to something else. Instead of saying, handle this for me, I'm much more interested in help me do this. And that shift changes how I work. It keeps me involved. It keeps judgment in the loop. It turns AI into something I work with, a co-op, not something that replaces the thinking and the craft. I have also been thinking about doing more live streams, something I haven't done for a long time and that I really, really miss, where we can test ideas and test systems without script and no guarantees that things will come out as we want them to. Just testing and see what works and what doesn't. And that is where you come in. I really want to hear your ideas, your problems, and your struggle when it comes to how AI can be supportive and a co-worker in creative work. If there is something you are curious about, something you wrestle with in your own creative process, just let me know in the comments on this video or any of my videos. This channel has always been for me more of about conversation than broadcast. It's not something I'm working on to grow, to become a YouTuber, what that means. I am just interested in sharing my experiences. After this last video of this year, I am gonna take a couple of weeks off and not upload any videos. Not because I am tired of doing the work. I love creating YouTube videos. But I have noticed about myself that my best thinking needs some space. I have always so many ideas, but when I start turning these ideas into content right away. They often fade. I need some time to recharge, but also to look back at things I have done since I started doing AI content. What actually stayed with me? What felt meaningful and useful? And what do I no longer want to carry with me? For me, planning always live in the space of reflection. So I'll be a bit quiet here for a couple of weeks. I'm still curious. I'm still exploring, just off camera. And then I come back with a clearer sense of what I want to share with you. I have a couple of ideas cooking already and a couple of new format that I want to try if they can work on YouTube. So thank you for being here this year, for watching, for listening, and for everyone who has left me a comment. That is my engine to move on. I will see you on the other side of the new year. I hope you give yourself some space to reflect as well. And with that said, I wish you all a very creative new year. Bye.